COVID-19. It's going to take an arsenal of treatments and potentially a vaccine eventually, plus social distancing measures that'll get us through this pandemic. There will not be a magic medication that will be the end-all be-all of COVID-19. We already know at this point remdesivir, dexamethasone, possibly convalescent plasma, as well as many others that are continuously being researched. Adding those all together with taking the knowledge that we have from the virus causing COVID-19, we are saving more lives. I do think that it's possible that convalescent plasma may save some more lives. I think it opens the door to further studies of convalescent plasma as well as monoclonal antibodies. But also, Neil, one of the problems with convalescent plasma is it depends on the plasma, the serum from those who have already been infected. So I implore you, if you have recovered from COVID-19, if you have those antibodies, please donate now, for this may be a potential treatment for many more.
Dr. Sapphire, thank you very, very much. Another doctor has a slightly different view on this. Dr. William Shapton, the Vanderbilt University Department of Health Policy Professor of Preventive Medicine. Doctor, very good having you. Thank you for taking the time. This has been rushed forward, granted emergency use, I guess, much like remdesivir. What do you think of that?
Well, actually, I think my views are very, very similar to those just expressed. But I think it was a bit rushed. I would have liked to have seen an external advisory committee review these data. They were reviewed only internally, as far as we know. And of course, Neil, I would have liked so much of COVID to have been presented to the public by professionals rather than politicians. If a politician presents something, it begins to have a political cast rather than a medical or public health cast. And I don't think that that's a good thing. As was just said, we need prospective controlled clinical trials to give us the final answers. It does look good. It does look optimistic, but we don't have the final data yet.
You know, Doctor, I have been noticing you follow these numbers far more closely than I, that for 8 days running now, the number of new cases in this country has been running under 50,000. Some of the hardest hit states seem to be arcing into, lower numbers as well. You never like to leap on this stuff, Doctor, but are you encouraged by these developments?
I am, and I have my fingers crossed. But generally speaking, although we seem to be making some progress, this is still over much of this country.
They're not going to let it go. They're not going. They need to bust loose with the hydrochloroquine. Neil Cabuthole is a cutthroat, and he is a turncoat. He is not on the right side of the team. Ramblin' Randy.